Well, it was in 1965 when Governor Hayden Burns called me and asked me to be the liaison between his office and a company coming into Florida called Walt Disney World. They had already decided then to come here, put their headquarters here, but they were trying to get the best determinations they could get out of government, the best legislation, the best interpretations, the best whatever they could get that would be of benefit to them. That's what they needed. So that was what I was doing. They were starting their property acquisition. They needed to have some tax interpretations from the Department of Revenue. They were going to get some legislation working. It was after that there was an announcement that Disney was here. I had seen so many things that the community had done and failed, and I was very frustrated that we would, if we had the opportunity to build a convention center, we would muff it. And the city built a stadium that swayed, had to be torn down. The city built an incinerator, it wouldn't burn. And I was just convinced if we had the opportunity to build a convention center, it was going to get screwed up. And I needed to be a part of it. And I saw that we had passed a resort tax legislation, and we were going to have a referendum in Orange County, and we would have a chance to build a convention center. And I wanted to be part of it to try to see that we built it right and all the money went in the ground and we didn't make any mistakes. So I felt the best way for me to do that was to be county attorney. I wanted to be sure that we got a convention center, got it well planned, and all the money went into the convention center. And I can tell you for sure that all the money for the convention center went in the ground and no money went under the table. I think that anytime you accept a position of public trust, that is got to be paramount in your life. Let me introduce you to my wife, Sandra. She is my compass. She is my best buddy. We have been married 50 years this coming August, and I'm really the luckiest guy in the world. This is Sea Gem. This is our sailboat that took us around the world. It's seen us through some very tough times and some wonderful times. We were sailing around the top of Australia, and rather than go to Thursday Island, we decided we'd take a shortcut and go through what is called Albany Pass. Albany Pass is a narrow pass that has a very high velocity current depending upon the tide, going one way or the other. And so you gotta be there at the right tide to go through. We had decided we would stop and anchor in Escape River, which was the closest place to Albany Pass. Now, we had been warned as we sailed north along Australia's coast to be careful of the salties. And that's what they call their saltwater crocodiles, and they grow up to 20 feet. They say that they tell you that you cannot go swimming. They range out 100 miles from shore. So we had been warned, and we pulled into Escape River about dusk. We were very tired. I threw out the anchor, which is a 110-pound Bruce anchor with a whole chain rode, very heavy. And we backed down and it dug in real good, gave it plenty of scope. So we were in for the night. About 4 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden the boat was up on its side. I thought we'd been hit by a freighter or something. Sandra and I were thrown out of our bunk. And anyway, we're walking along the side of the boat trying to find things. We finally got the flashlight and got out and found that we had been thrown up on this bar. I got out and toe deep water and went up to I got the big anchor, the big heavy anchor, and carried it out into the water about chest deep and planted it out there. And then I came back and got the fortress anchor and carried it out and planted it. Then I got back aboard with all my fingers and toes, thank goodness. But I really was, there was the only way we could get the boat off. So I had to do it. One of the most important things in my life has been my affiliation with Campus Crusade for Christ. I had never met Dr. Bill Bright. As a matter of fact, I knew very little bit about Campus Crusade for Christ. But when we had the luncheon and I was exposed to Campus Crusade for Christ, it was an economic opportunity, because I was chairman of the Economic Development Commission of Mid-Florida, an economic opportunity for our community. And also, I really started realizing it was a spiritual opportunity for our community. So we had really a great reason to try to get Campus Crusade to have their headquarters here in Orlando. This was something that was just really important, that we have this wonderful organization here in this community. So I think all of us felt that way.